My model of relationship is invitation, not obligation. I don't believe in relationships as obligation. That's no fun for anybody, right? But what that means is, what I mean by a relationship as invitation, that puts great responsibility on me to be vulnerable about what's really happening for me and what my real needs are. So, for example, in this conversation, we're talking about containers. If I notice, let's say my partner I'm at work and my partner's coming into my office when I say I'm at home, in my work office at home, and my partner just comes in and interrupts me regularly because I'm at home. And, she or he thinks that I'm just available. And I'm noticing that that's irritating to me. And I don't like it. What many couples do, because we just don't know any better, is we'll snap. We stew, or when we snap. Stop it! Why are you doing this? Leave me alone. Stop it. Can't you? Whatever, right? Which just builds resentment. It doesn't go well. So leading with vulnerability and creating a container for the conversation even. That's what a weekly meeting is, like a container for these kinds of conversations. So again, that you're not just at dinner and then all of a sudden, you know what, that thing you did today, that sucked. I hated that. What? Like they're just blindsided, or bringing it up at midnight because you can't sleep and you're so pissed from what happened today. So just blah. Not helpful, right? So creating a container even for these conversations, and then inside of that container, leading with vulnerability. I'm noticing that when you come home and you're in a work mode, and you come home and you just start to talk to me in this mode, I'm not in. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. I know you've had a long day. I know but the way that you interact with me, I don't feel good. It doesn't feel good to me. How could we do this differently? Right? It's a question that I love for people to ask, is like, be in partnership around how do we do this differently, rather than dictate, this is how we're going to do it. You need to do this and this and this and this, or this is what's going to happen. I'm going to do this, and you just need to accept it. Be in a partnership conversation. How can we do this differently? How can we do this? Like, do you need 30 minutes to transition when you come home? When in this, or maybe I need 30 minutes to transition. Would that work for you? Like if when I come home, again, I'm noticing you want to just, hug on me and love me and connect with me. And I love that, but I can't. It's too much for me too soon. I've been handling issues at work all day. I'm stressed. I'm just carrying so much. I can't show up. I can't do the kissy thing as soon as I walk in the door. Can you, let's take 30 minutes. Would that work for you? And what does that bring up for you? So I'm all partnership conversations. Is that helpful?
That is. My wonder would be, if somebody has been in a long relationship, let's say 11 years or over 11 years or 15 years, whatever the large number, where they haven't had such conversations, right? They would not been in that kind of relationship, because while this dialogue, of course, anybody listening to it is like, of course you should be doing this. Of course, it makes sense. But they haven't done it until now, because the awareness hasn't been present to it. How do you start a conversation, and how do you deal with the potential of rejection that will come right off the bat? Which I can see. I mean, that hasn't happened in my relationship, thankfully, because we're friends like you. So we always are in conversations, always learning. And so we don't end up in a situation where in 10 years we haven't spoken to each other in a way which is powerful and connects you. But I know of people where 100%. They're like, well, I feel threatened the moment I'll bring it up. He's going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Or she's going to be like, oh, now you want to talk. Right. So it's like, it's a little scary as a place.
Look, when you've built up this much, I would often, when I would work with people, I would literally show them, like, this right here is the life that you're intending to lead. This is the life you've been leading. You're way off course here, in the sense that it's a lack of integrity with self, not with other people necessarily. I mean, it extends to other people, but if you haven't been telling the truth and having real conversations in your relationship for years and years and years, yeah, that gap's going to be pretty damn big. And inside of that gap, all kinds of dysfunction can happen. Infidelity, porn addiction, just stagnant conflict. I mean, so the closing of that gap can be scary. You know, I mean, like Sylvie and I, we have our days, but we're constantly correcting. So the closure isn't so catastrophic. But yeah, when you're this far apart, you might want to get support. Actually, but here's a way that you can introduce that, because I hear the question and I understand even introducing it is likely to bring resistance to someone. It's like, hey, like the subtext is, we've been doing this for 20 years. You want to change it now? That's scary. This is the agreement we've had. The unspoken agreement is, we're going to live like this. And you want to close that? I think, again, leading with vulnerability, not blame, not criticism, not you can do better, but real vulnerability and reassurance. So the 2 steps to this: reassurance and vulnerability. I love you. I love our relationship. I appreciate that you always show up, right? Leading with praise, with acknowledgement, and then vulnerability, which is, and things are off for me. There's something's off. I don't think we've been really, I don't know, again, this could look a million ways, but I feel like there's things that I haven't been telling you. I haven't been honest with you for a long time. Not big things. I'm not cheating on you. I don't mean like that. I just mean in the day to day, I'm not feeling good in what's happening. I want us to have more open conversation. I want to do things in a new way. How do you feel about that? So reassurance, so that you see that where couples get in trouble is they immediately go into an adversarial stance. Right? And that's where the brain is programmed for survival, not thriving. So that we're immediately looking for threat. And the moment my partner might say something that feels remotely threatening, again, our program is, dukes up. What are we doing here? So we have to help each other put those down. And we do that through reassurance. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to end our relationship. Mm-hmm. I really just, I want us to have something special. And we do have something special, reassurance. But I don't know, I'm growing, I'm learning new things, and I want to share that with you.